Good. Hello, it's Andrew Eborn here again. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. Lives on lockdown. I hope you're still doing your rice experiment. This was sent to me by Alfie instead of a birthday cake. So I guess as I've still got some rice left, I can have a meal later. You're still there, Charmaine. How are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're all good. Alfie's just seen his birthday cake.
Oh, yeah, no, but I got the rice, so that's okay. The rice is good, you see. I can have that instead of the birthday cake. And very healthy that is too. I'm still giving lots of love. And what I've called that experiment as a special celebration for Alfie, I've called it Alfie's Rice Test. So Alfie's Rice Test, which gives us art. So it's called art. Is that good, Alfie? So we'll be able to find that.
I like
it. Come back, and I've still got it. Ignore, hate, and love. I'm going to be doing that. Okay? Cool. That's called art. You'll be able to find it. Make sure you'll participate at home, and we're going to compare notes because Alfie's going to be back here telling us all about it. But in this episode, we've got something else. What have you got? Tell us about it, Charmaine. What's that?
So in the last episode, I mentioned a vision board and a dream board. And this is the original one. Until I got it out, I didn't actually realise that I made this in 2012. There's the check I wrote out to myself, signed by Minnie Mouse. At the time I made this, I was living in a garage. And I didn't have much of anything, no self-confidence, no self-esteem, no friends, the sense of who I was had totally gone. So the basic fundamentals, like safety, was really important to me at that time. And I had some fun. I put a big house on it, 2 cars. Out the back, there was a little pool, like dream home. This was to represent like sexuality, because like we discussed last time, I had a really unhealthful view. And then down here, there's Keith Lemon to represent laughter and friendship. And right down the bottom was Euro Disney with loads of children. And Alfie's mum, when I got this out and showed her today, I said, mate, do you remember this? Because it was on my wall, so I woke up every morning. So I didn't lose focus of the degree and why I was doing what I was doing. And she started assessing. I hate it when people do back to me and say back to me like my quotes and what I do on them. But she started applying sand tray techniques that I've used on her to the vision board, which is something I've never thought of doing. And on it, right on the edges, were like lovers, but so small, right on the edges. And I was like, wow, like that speaks volumes of.
Well, you had to tell us, so Charmaine, so I get the mood board bit. So the mood board bit is where you put all of your wishes, all of your aspirations and things like that. And basically you create this mood board, and that then becomes your vision for the future. So you can focus on all the good, positive stuff. Is that right?
Yes, exactly that.
That's right. Okay, you're back with us. Well done.
Yep, you don't need to worry about how you're going to get it. You don't need to worry that you're being outrageously, that you're thinking outside the box. Put it on there. And I'm going to show you another vision board. This one isn't actually mine, but it's one that was left when we did do a workshop. And you can see this one is quite different. Learn to love your body, healthy body, finding yourself, feeling good, emotions, let's have brunch. So you can see what people put on there is really personal to them.
Let's have brunch, is that what they said? Let's have brunch.
Yeah, and I can really understand that. When I was in, like win a dream, retreat. Upgrade your downtime, how to be successful. I hope I can create art that helps people heal, art that makes people feel proud of their struggle. So yeah, you can put loads of cool things on there.
And so I love the principle. I like the idea, as I say, positive thinking, because people thinking positive, it's what we said last time, is people have really dark moments, they have really bright moments. People are people. And the sooner we recognise that everybody's the same, as Shakespeare said, you know, if you prick me, do I not bleed? We're all the same, but if you tickle me, do I not laugh? I mean, twisting that sort of quote, but that's the principle. And the more we realise that we go through dark times as well as light times, the better it is. So what we're doing with all these experiments, and we'll try it, we'll try anything. What we're doing is getting that whole idea of positivity. What I liked after our last conversation, you mentioned, as you were showing the shaking, that a number of people in your life suddenly said, now that you've been on that telly with that there Andrew Eborn, I get it. Tell me about your mum. What did she say to you? You've frozen.
I've been trying to get my mum to join in for ages. She loves dancing. I'm like, just use Zoom. And she wouldn't. And then I woke up this morning, sure, I did the shake, but I didn't have my glasses on. And I was thinking, well, you can't do the shake with your glasses. So that was quite lucky, really. So she started shaking. And Alfie's mum was actually the person I was talking about in the like button story. And she got back to me. She went, was that me? I couldn't deny it, undoubtedly. Yeah, that was you. She went, you've carried that around for all these years. I said, yeah, I was in a place of compare and despair and thought you was ashamed to be my friend, and this was the effect that the bullying had had. But it wasn't until we'd had this conversation, she went, well, if you was on Facebook, you would have seen that actually the picture I put up was with me, you and Laura. And I was like, I'm out with my best friends. But for all these years, I've carried that resentment because all I heard was the like button. So healing has actually come from an interview for something I've been carrying around a lot longer than I should have been.
And isn't that interesting? Because before Charmaine, before you came on the Andrew Eborn Lives on Lockdown show, your friend Alfie's mother didn't really realise. Remind us of that story. It's about the like stuff. It's about social media and the obsession that people have about likes and it. Remind us of the story, and then we can remind us of the outcome.
It was when we was talking about the like button yesterday, and I told the story of how there was me and two friends, and it was one of their birthdays, and we didn't have any money. It was at that time when I was just transitioning from a garage to a house. So I went out and earned money with them in the car, waiting for me to go out to give her a nice birthday. But what really stayed with me was that whole time she was on the phone and it was about a like button. But her perception of, she really remembers that time as well. And our perceptions were just both totally different. And she said, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. So I had to give her the, you can't make me feel anything speech, because no one can. The only people who can make us feel anything is ourselves. And as soon as we accept that responsibility, life gets a bit easier, funnily enough. So, yeah, even people that I've been on the medicine wheel for years with sent messages saying, I feel like I've got closer to your sister. I didn't know this and this. And I was scratching my head. I thought, you didn't. But life passes us by, doesn't it? And you forget some of the things you've been through because they're not important to you anymore. Like, I've done my releasing. No doubt new things will come up. But, yeah, already interesting stuff is coming from this.
Isn't that great? And what I love about this is so rare that people have the opportunity to correct people's wrong perception. I always say that perception and reality are not always aligned. And if anybody says anything or it doesn't quite sound right, it's what I said to you last time, question everything. Because if people then question directly, what happens is you can get the right opportunity to put things in the right perception. And that's the best thing to do. And what I love about it, within minutes of your coming on the show, all of the people suddenly realize, oh, hang about, I didn't mean that, I meant this. And wasn't that empowering?
Yeah. It was. It highlighted to me, especially with it being Mental Health Week, because I didn't know how the interview was going to swing yesterday. I had no idea what questions were coming. So it really made me reflect, because that's just one of the stories that I share with this person. And some of what we didn't discuss yesterday is the dark night of the soul and the depths mental health can take us to, and how it is just about changing your perception and having particular support at that time. And Sammy was there through all of that since. But it still made her feel bad, thinking that she'd made me feel bad. I was like, mate, this can't be a cycle. Shake it off, shake it off. So, yeah, really good growth has come from this.
Oh, no, and there's going to be much, much more. And we've decided, we spoke about this will be a regular thing. The more people can participate, the great good that we can do. Because the world we've got too much rubbish in the world at the moment, haven't we? And if we can get rid of that, too much negativity, there's always a different way of interpreting things. And we discussed last time about how we get the news. You know, you get the news from the BBC, from ITV, from Sky. Look at Al Jazeera, look at RT, look at Fox News. They might all have a different twist on it. Look at what Trump says about fake news. Everybody's got a different twist. What we will do is try and find the positive way through, listen to every possible view. People have views about the stuff we've done today. People have views about art, you know, Alfie's rice test. I love art. It's got to be good. And that's his, well, he's got a big smile. He's liking that. Alfie's rice. Alfie's rice test. Is that cool? Brilliant. That was so good. The number of people who've already written in and said that was the best 10th birthday party I've ever had. They loved it. It's got to be good. You were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. How did you do that trick with the card? I don't get it. The power of positive thinking. It just rose out of the deck like a phoenix out of the fire. You're so powerful. Well done. I love it. Who else is there? I saw another pair of legs. Who's at the side? Who's over there? Is there somebody over there as well? Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't pick you out. There's nobody.
There is. I do live with my best friend.
Oh, no, it was your best friend.
Inside. Gav's inside making Alfie's birthday cake because he makes better cakes. And during lockdown, we've had to switch.
Is it?
Chocolate.
Oh, it's the only one. That's
with
cacao. Cocoa cake. You can do that.
Yeah, it's an actual chocolate cake, but yeah, we do put cacao.
I'll tell you what we should do. Another time, I would like to see, with the cacao, I told you about the lemon drizzle cake that we made right here on Lives on Lockdown. I love the idea because we've got some of the best chefs ever came along and would prepare stuff on air for the people at home. They could all try that with the different stuff which is loitering in the kitchen. I would love next time to see the birthday cake being prepared. So save me a slice and we will have a bit of chocolate cake and we'll make one together on air. How does that sound?
You want to make a cake?
Yeah, you'll make a cake, won't you? Because I'll tell you what, whilst you're all at home, part of life's lessons is all about the great history. And Alfie remembered so much about Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp, superb stuff. Also part of learning is about life, you know, learning how to cook. And what I love about these times is the bonding of the families, where you're getting together. We're probably talking more now than we have done normally, isn't that right? As a family, because you're spending so much time together, we can make this really positive. And I think that's the great message about today. So just to remind people then about the mood board, if people want to have their own sort of visions, it's about your vision for the future, your vision for you, yes? What do you want to happen?
Yes, absolutely.
And I always say, there's an experiment that I do, that what we do is we give people darts, if they're appropriate things, or paperboard if they're a younger age, and you say, okay, throw it. And they say, well, what are you throwing at? And I say, exactly, because if you don't have a target, how do you know what you're going to hit? And if you don't, so you've got to have a target. And that way you know when you've achieved your goal. So what I love about the mood board, what I love about the vision, is you personify and you picturize that target. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. And the power of visualization with that, don't just look at it and think that's nice, like it's something you can't have. Look at it and feel what it might be like to have that feeling, or to be in that space, or what you would do with that opportunity, where it would go from there, how you might feel, because that puts more vibrations. And what you think about, you bring about. So you're attracted. You need to get on the vibration of what you want for it to come to you. If you sit there and say, I can't, I don't, guess what the universe is going to give you? More can'ts and more don'ts. So even if you don't believe it, like I said, when I made this one, there was no way I believed in all that. I couldn't even afford to eat. I was living in a garage. But that's not my worry. I didn't have to worry about how I was going to get all of that, because, to be honest with you, I was testing what I'd watched on the telly and I had nothing left to lose. But years later, I'm in a good place. So it'd be interesting to see how many things come people's ways and how those things manifest in their life, because then we get into synchronicity, which is where people, places, situations, opportunities just seem to land in your lap. So it might be like, I wrote a cheque out to myself for £100,000. I wasn't given £100,000, but I sold a home and I earned good money. And you know what? I'm not going to moan about the couple of grand difference, because I had no perception of how this might come to me, but it did. So be open. This stuff might not come to you in the way you expected, but that's all right. Just trust the universe will deliver, and it will. So it's a bit of cosmic ordering, like a catalogue.
Well, we love the cosmic ordering and life catalogue, and we can love or we can hate or we can ignore the other one. So I love all of those. Make sure you do that. I think the positivity, this will be the experiment. We're going to do lots and lots of these experiments, because I want your feedback. If you want to take part in the program, write to lol, that's lol@octopustv.com. Don't forget to subscribe, because those who subscribe for free, favorite four-letter word, for free, will get the bonus material and also first exclusive access to all of this. We're going to finish with a couple of exercises, and I want Alfie to be involved as well. So talking of exercises, what can we do? Last time we did all of this. I love the sort of positive thing as well. Have we done some with Alfie as well? Can we do some?
Yes. What would you like to do? The shake? Hula?
Oh, I'll tell you what. Can I make a request? Only because I like saying the words. I like the gratitude attitude. So I want to do.
Oh, yes.
I want to do one of those, because that's really good. Because today's Alfie's 10th birthday. Yes, I think that's got to be good, hasn't it? So we can have one of those. Yes, I've got a bit high. Oh, I like, you're so casual. You've got your legs crossed and everything. It's really good. So have a positive attitude, and then we'll do the shake. Is that good? Right. Show us the positive attitude. Here we go. Right. What are we going to do?
Right. So we're going to do the champion stance.
Okay.
2 minutes a day.
Okay.
2 minutes a day. With your arms in the air.
Yeah.
Looking up.
Looking up.
And we'll change it a bit today, because it's sunny.
Yeah.
We want to fill ourselves up with light energy. So imagine you've got a vortex on your head. Spin
I've got a vortex on my head. Okay.
Spin it open anti-clockwise.
Okay.
Imagine it opening, and then suck in the sun's rays.
Oh, you got
suck it all the way in.
I can imagine. Oh, okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
and
good.
What we're doing, it's an actual visualization to illuminate our bodies, which is a really simple thing you can do, and it does make you feel good.
Yeah, I think the very, it makes you feel good, doesn't it? Because you're letting out all of that tension and everything else. And what I love about it, majority of the stuff, like it is with most things, it's a frame of mind, isn't it? And if you think things will happen, if you think in a positive way, and you take away all that negativity, put it in the hate jar, ignore that one, put it in the hate jar, that's the thing to do. Isn't that great?
Yes, absolutely. Tomorrow, at 4:30, every Wednesday, so once the children have done their homeschooling, I do a free ecstatic dance class.
That'll be good.
Which covers the warm-up. For the warm-up, the shake, it's normally an hour and a half long, but if you want, I can reduce it for anyone who wants to join in. If they want to, and they'll feel the release after that.
And it's free. Well, what's wrong with that? That's amazing. What a great thing to do. And what age group can join in?
Well, all age groups join in. And when I do the lay down at the end with the grounding meditation, because you can journey, you can get visions, there's all different ways, depending how deep people go into the dance. And when I was laying on the floor doing the lay down, my friend's little girl, Lola, laid there. I give her a little heart, and she was laying on the floor, blowing me kisses. And once you've done ecstatic dancing, you've built your Kundalini energy. Like, for a little girl to be blowing you kisses just really touched my heart. So
And how old was
it's
she?
potluck.
How old was she?
She's only 2.
Oh, I love
She's
that.
only 2, and
Love that.
she's been to a cacao ceremony here
Oh,
as
I love that. I
well
love that cacao. We
with her
spoke about that
mum.
last
And
time. I pronounce it cocoa, but you said it's different.
cacao, yeah, it's different, but it's same but different.
Okay, well, we'll look at that. So in the series, we're going to look at all these things. If people have got suggestions or they've got comments or anything, subscribe and send us your comments. Write them in the comments below the video. Write to us at lol@octopustv.com. The more people we have coming on the show, whether you're doing the rice experiment, you're doing your special mood board, your visions, that would be absolutely fantastic. And we're going to get you on the show. We're going to change the world, aren't we, Charmaine?
I'll suggest different ways that might help you make yourself feel better. But yeah, the more we raise vibrations, yes, it does change the world. I'm not saying I can do that, but I can show you things.
Oh, I'm saying you can. It's already, last time you came on, you've been telling me for years, you wanted your mother to take part. She watched you on this program and she changed, didn't she?
Yeah, she got up. Yes.
She got up.
So yeah, maybe it will.
Alfie's rice test. Alfie's rice test for his 10th birthday. Give us a thumbs up, Alfie. Thumbs up. Where's he gone? Hey, there you go. We're going to do that for your 10th birthday. We're going to come back and see those sort of experiments. I want to hear about your mood boards. I want to hear about the rice experiments. If you want to take part in the shape, we're going to put it in the comments below as to how you can get free access to that. But for now, enjoy your birthday, Alfie. Enjoy the rest of it. Enjoy that cacao cake. And
thank you.
thank you. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Fantastic stuff. Wasn't that good? I'll tell you what, I feel
Yes,
already. I love it. There you go. Fantastic. So great stuff. Well done. So what we're going to do, if you'd like to join us next time, write to me at lol@octopustv.com. But for now, I've been Andrew Eborn. You've been fantastic. And well done. Stay positive. There you go. Well, that was Charmaine with Alfie again, celebrating his 10th birthday right here on Lives on Lockdown with me, Andrew Eborn. It has been so good to see you. Thank you very much for being open-minded and positive, and we'll try all these things. I'll tell you what, whatever you believe, putting a smile on people's face ain't bad. And if we question everything and get rid of the negativity and think of things more positively, the world will indeed be a better place. I've been Andrew Eborn. You've been great. I'll see you next time. Take care.